Why use Excel pivot table? I'm gonna answer that. If you wanna get insights from your data or create reports really fast, you're gonna need pivot table. Be it be any data, you can make sense with that data using pivot table in fraction of minute. Welcome to my channel Learn Away. I make videos regarding how to make best out of tools and software that we use on daily basis. So let's start the video. So we have this data set here with us based on region, the representative items and units sold, the cost for it, and total sold items. So we are going to get insightful data from this using pivot tables. So first check that we need to make before converting a data sheet into a pivot table is that each column that we have should have a column header and there shouldn't be any empty cells or empty rows in this data set. Also, there shouldn't be any total or subtotal column. So we have a total column here, but it is a calculation of these two rows as in the multiplication. So it can be considered. So one thing I would say that now if I make a pivot table out of it, it won't be considering any data points that I'll add later, like it won't refresh it. So what I can do is that I can make this data into a Excel recognized table, and then if I add any data points, it'll be automatically reflected to my pivot tables and the data that I have derived from it. I will show that in few seconds. First, let me convert this to a data table. So what I'll do is click on Shift Control and right arrow, then down arrow. The data is selected. I'll go on insert table. It says that my table has header. I will change this name to table sales. So now what I can do is go click on here to summarize it with pivot table, or I can click on data, I can click on insert and ask for recommended pivot tables. So we might get lucky and find the data that we are looking for directly from it. Say it has the item based, sum total, the region based. So I wanted item based. I will click on OK. So now pivot table is created. I'll change the sheet name so that it is easier for me to recognize. This is data sheet and this is pivot table. So now this layout comes in here where I'll have all the fields that I have in my data sets, all the column headers, then this sections, but I can change this to this field section and area section here so that it is more comfortable for me, and there is a lot other options that you can use. So what I'll do is first change this average to sum. I will click on it, go to value field setting and click as sum of this. This you can change from here as well. If you right click on it, go to summarize by. I have changed it to sum. It was average, but I'll keep it as sum. Then the numbers that I'm getting is within a decimal point. I don't want that, so I'll click on number format. What number format will do is I'll have 1,000 separator, is that it'll apply to the entire pivot table. Okay, so I got the numbers as I wanted. Then if I want to change the column header, see it is sum of total, which I don't want, and if I keep it only total, Excel will throw an error that it matches the field name. So what I can do is I'll give a total sales. Okay, I can also format the pivot table, going to design and change it to the color that I like. Say I'll keep it green. Then under the binders, all the entry points are there. If I remove this, now since the items are here, I can filter this based on the regions that I have. I can select central, click OK. So it will change the data and get the data only for central. And it also has select multiple items. So I can select two of the regions and I'll get the data for that, or I can select the entire thing and keep it as all. So currently I don't want this. So if you want to remove some field from these areas, what you will have to do is just click on it and drag it and drop it somewhere here in the fields table and it will be gone. So now I would like to have representatives as a row here. as primary row. If you don't want this expansion option, what you can do is click on private this and just remove this from the buttons, and so now you can see if I add region as the column here, you can see that it has subtotals for each of the representatives and the grand total for each of the columns and for each of the rows as well. But I don't want this data, so what I can do is go to design. In the layout section you have grand total, so what you can do is you can turn off the grand total for all the rows and columns, or keep it on for rows only or columns only. I would keep it as on for columns only, so I don't want this data, I just need a grand total here. Similarly for subtotals, I don't want to show subtotals at all, then I can remove it. Or if I want to, I can select whether I want to show it at bottom or on the top, so I will say at bottom. Okay, now I would remove the representatives. This is the item based on the regions. I would remove the regions as well. And now if I want to sort the data, I can click on sort largest to smallest. So binder is the most selling item for us. So now I also want to have the percentage sold for each of these items. So for that, what I can do is drag this total again in the value section. Then here you can summarize, show this value as percentage of the grand total. So you have a lot many options here. You can rank them, then reference all of these options that you can explore. I want this, so I will click on this. I don't want the decimals, so I will select this and format the number as with 0 decimals. So this is what I want. Now I want to view my data based upon the representatives. So I will select this. Instead of creating one more pivot, I will just Control C and Control V, paste it here. It is easier to just copy paste it so that I'll get a head start of all the settings that I have done. Now I will just change this items to representatives and I will get the data according to that. This is sorted in opposite direction, so I will just right click on the data and sort it from largest to smallest. So Kevil is the sales representative who has made most of the sales for us. If I want to have the filter as a region, I can have it here, but instead of that, I can also have a slicer. So what I can do is click on this. I can say add slicer. So it has added a region slicer. Now I can edit and customize it based upon my requirement. Yeah, so if I click on this, the data will change based upon the region that I've selected, and if I want to select the all, it will select all. So to have the filter connection established for all the tables that we have, you just need to go to the table that needs to establish the connection, click on pivot table analyze and click on filter connections. You just have to select this, and now the table is connected to this slicer. This is amazing, right? You can become pro in this. Now if I want to deselect and clear, so it will have all the data. Say by mistake if you close this fields, to open that up you'll have to click on pivot table analyze and click on this fields list, and this thing will open again. And after making the entire connection, if you have your data somewhere else, like if you want to connect it to SQL or something else, then you can click on change data source, click select this, you can change the range. Say if you forgot to make your data set into a table, and after making the entire pivot table you want to change that thing, so what you can do is go to data, create a table, and then here in the pivot table analyze you can click on change data source. So if you click on that, it will ask to give you a range again. So either you can give the range, or you can just type the table name here, and the connection would be established with that, so that won't be a issue. Now that we have created this entire thing, there are a lot more things that we can do. The benefits of using this is we have quick data analysis for all the data sets that we have. We have recommendations here in the insert pivot table, recommended pivots. So now if I go to my data set and add some values, I would select this and add 3 values. I will add a rep using my name. Then I will also add an item ball. Now if I go here and just click on any of the tables and click on refresh, so if item is added here, my name is added here, so you get a dynamic pivot table with the insights. Now if you have created charts with this, pie charts with this, and you want to update your data, you can create a pivot and it will make your life way easier. So thank you for watching this. Hope this had helped you, and if you have any doubts or queries, you can comment in my comment section. I also have a lot of helpful Excel tips and tutorials made on my channel that I have uploaded. I will share the link in the description box. You can check it out. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and come back for such an amazing content again.